Friends, in today's video, some such information is going to be given to you, knowing that you will also be immersed in thinking, and will also tell you that this is not possible. We are talking about a truck which had to travel the entire 8,500 km. But the issue was not just how to make the truck travel such a long distance. Rather, the real issue was that a huge block of ice was kept in this truck, which had to pass safely through the fiery desert of Africa. Means if there is snow in this sky, does iron also become soft? This truck had to spend 10 whole days in that Sahara. This is a matter of 1959, when one block attracted the attention of the whole world. But the challenge was that under no circumstances should the ice melt, and that too without a refrigerator. Friends, in today's video, we are going to give complete information about it. To keep getting such information, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Let's go ahead and tell you all about it. Here this block weighed 3050, and it had to be transported from one corner of the world to the other, and that too without refrigeration. That is, its starting point was Mo i Rana, a city in Norway, and its ending point was Libreville, a city in Central Africa. But why was this being done? Why was this block being moved so far? Actually, this matter had started 1 year ago. In 1958, there is a country in Europe from where a very famous radio station was run. This broadcast was famous all over the world by the name of Radio Luxembourg. A unique challenge was put on behalf of this radio station for all the listeners, and that challenge was that if any man could lift an ice block weighing 3 tons, if he takes the tick from the region to Africa, he will be given a huge reward. It was decided by the radio that 100,000 friends would be given in exchange for every kilogram, which in today's time becomes $16,000. $16,000 per kilogram, that is $48 million for a 3-ton ice block, which is really a huge amount. But this challenge also had some rules. The first rule was that this block has to be taken in one piece. The second rule was that it would be transported only on B road. The third and most difficult rule was that a refrigerator cannot be used to complete the challenge. Radio Luxembourg had put such a huge reward because they knew very well that it is not possible to bring such a huge region to Africa, because it is not a small journey. But this journey is 8,500 kilometers long. 2,500 kilometers is the Sea of Africa, where the temperature is 50 degrees centigrade. Means the ice which melts within minutes as soon as it comes out of the freezer. How will it be able to reach the destination safely in this weeks-long journey? Radio Luxembourg gave this challenge, but they had no idea that this challenge would land them in trouble. For many months after this challenge was broadcast on the radio, no one dared to step forward. But then a man named Berger announced that he was ready to pull the challenge cup. Berger, who was the managing director of Glasfort, an insulation company in Norway, believed that this challenge could be easily met by using the insulation material that his company manufactures. If Berger Nate Weeks is successful in completing this challenge, he will be able to reap a lot of wealth for his company, Glasfort, and its employees. The word had spread all over the world that a man had accepted Radio Luxembourg's ice block challenge. To accomplish this task, Nate Weeks put together a team and began a task to complete the challenge, which led to many newspaper headlines discussing the Nate Tweak. When Radio Luxembourg found out about all the efforts that had been made so far to complete the ice block challenge, they were afraid of losing a huge amount, and out of fear, they withdrew their offer. Because the Glasvote company and its director had become quite famous. This is the reason why Nate Weeks was determined to complete this challenge, even though the radiology offer was over. He believed that even if he did not get the money, he would complete the challenge because it would increase the publicity of his company. Now is the time to start this challenge. It was decided that the ice block would be shipped from the Norwegian town of Milana all the way to Africa to the Gabon city of Libreville. The ice block will be brought to Gabon after passing through the Sahara of Algeria, followed by Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Spain, and Morocco. Next week's team also included an engineer, 4 drivers, a truck mechanic, and 2 cameramen. They decided to cut this block weighing 3 tons from the glacier, but it was very difficult to lift such a big ice block at once. That's why 200 kilograms blocks were cut and sent down through helicopters. His hard work was also getting a lot of media attention, and that's why many companies started sponsoring him to complete this challenge of Nut Week. Shell took care of the fuel, and Scania gave them the truck in which this block was to be placed here. Blocks of 200 kilograms were brought down from the glacier and frozen again to form a single block of 3050 K. This block was put in a special container and loaded into the truck. whose sides were insulated with a special glass wool. After proper insulation, this unique journey finally started in February 1959. The journey in the beginning was much easier as the weather was pleasant in these areas, and the roads were also fine as this news had spread all over the world. For this reason, this truck and its crews also used to pass through the big city. The people there used to welcome him and encourage him by raising slogans. As his journey was progressing, his publicity was increasing. When this truck was passing through Paris, the police there also gave them a special protocol to pass through crowded areas. Even the mayor of Paris had a feast. A week had passed since this journey. Now the truck was placed on a ship with the help of a crane, as now they had to cross a huge part of the ocean. On reaching the other part of the ocean, the conditions were completely different. The truck had now reached the land of Africa, where the heat was extreme during the daytime. Not only was there a danger of the blocks melting, but the engine of the truck was also in danger due to traveling on the hot sand, and there was also a fear of deteriorating health of the group present with them. Apart from all these dangers, the truck also had a security threat because of the way those people were passing. War was going on in that area, and the people of freedom fighters were hiding in the mountains. They could even make the truck and its crew hostage to get their point across. To deal with this threat, the French Foreign Legion provided security for the trucks and their crews in certain areas of the Sahara and gave them special instructions, taking the least number of stops to pass in this way. But because there were no proper roads in this Sahara, due to this, the truck used to get stuck in the sand again and again. The more he was in a hurry to reach the destination, the more difficulties were coming in his way. Every time the truck got stuck, it took the crew hours to get it out of the sand. This mission of transporting the world's most expensive ice block was now in his throat. On one hand, there was fear of freedom fighters, and on the other hand, the heat had worsened the condition of the crew, and icing on the cake. This heat started melting the ice blocks inside the truck. If the crew gets stuck here, neither their mission will be completed nor the ice extracted from thousands of miles away will be saved. He also fed the animals of travelers passing through the Sahara water from melting snow, which was actually the most expensive freshwater in the world. He spent many nights by laying a sleeping bag on the sand and slowly, facing difficulties, he moved towards the destination. Eventually, he was able to leave Sarah behind, and now their destination was much closer. After a journey of 28 days, the truck crew and the remaining ice block were able to reach Libreville. On reaching Libreville, he was warmly welcomed, but everyone wanted to know only one thing. After 28 days of traveling and passing through difficult conditions, how much ice is left in the container? Surprisingly, when the container of the truck was opened, it was difficult to believe the scene inside it. Yes, the ice block was 3050 while leaving Norway, but after 28 days of difficult journey, the weight of this ice block was 2714 kg. Only 11% of the ice, only 336 kilograms of ice, had melted on the way, and the rest of the ice block was present in one piece. Of course, Radio Luxembourg had withdrawn from its offer, but the challenge was a complete success nonetheless. And this icebreaker was distributed to people who had never seen ice before. Notweek and his company did not get any cash reward at that time, but this publicity boosted his company's sales were. Glass Fraud still manufactures insulation material under the name of Jalawa, and since 1959 its popularity has only increased. What do you guys think about this ice journey? Do tell your thoughts in the comments. Hope you guys like and share this video as well. And subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. See you in the next great video. Till then, take care of yourself.